Hello to my Aries. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Let's get right into it. All right, let's get into it. Let's see what your intention that you're setting for this full moon. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's see what the intention you're setting. I am grateful for everything. Let's see. Let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's in your cards for this full moon in Cancer. That's right. Let's see what's in this full moon for Cancer for you. Let's see. You want to keep your vibrations as high as possible. The Devil card. The Devil card. Strength card. Nine of Cups. Remember, the Devil is very crafty. The Devil is very, very crafty. Right, here's the Lover's card. Devil is very crafty. So you gotta be careful when you see the Devil card in the Major Arcana, because this is the overarching theme here of your reading, right? So something appears to be one way, but it's a different way. Here's a Ten of Cups. So the when you see the Devil in the Major Arcana, something seems like it's it seems like it's harmonious. It seems like everything is, everything is good, right? But the Devil being in the details is like Source really wants you to slow down and pay attention to something, because something is not what it appears to be. So you definitely want to pray. You definitely want to pray. The Devil is all about keeping things hidden, and we're coming up on a wolf moon, right? We're coming up on a wolf moon. Here we have the Six of Swords here. And so while somebody has moved on, with their lives, and have moved on to, calmer waters, and some energies are, like 8 hours a day, just things just seem like things are, moving on. So I was just saying, you need to pay attention. You really, really need to pay attention to something. Because emotionally, you have a partnership in business, and a partnership, or possibly a partnership in love, trying to come in. And for you, somebody could feel like, they feel like they hit the jackpot, right? But you want to pay attention to the details of it all. Okay, so what's coming to me, Aries, is okay. Somebody either has a new job, a new love interest, a new something. Something has happened for you recently, where just something seems like it's too good to be true. Okay, I'm gonna put it this way. This is what it is. Something seems like it's too good to be true, and that is because it is. It is. It is too good to be true, right? Again, the devil is in the details. So this right here, I am grateful for everything it is, right? So somebody emotionally feels like they have hit the jackpot because it is too good to be true, right? You want to slow down. Let's see something. Because there's a reason why people move on from something, right? Sometimes you could look at things as like because you're ruled by Mars, and Mars is that assertion and action planet. It's that planet of competition, the planet of survival, strength, capacity for action, sexual drive, courage, daring, fighting spirited, energy, vitality, conflict. You may look at it when people move on calmly from certain things. Let me give somebody an example of what I'm talking about. Let's say, friend, let's look at money. Let's look at, for instance, you moving on from let's say, for instance, you're in a new job, right? And you working and you like, okay, this is great. The money is, this is great. The money is flowing, everything. Somebody moved on. This is perfect. I'm glad so and so moved on. Money is looking great. This is perfect. I'm getting what I'm getting, whatever. I cannot reiterate this enough. The devil is in the details. And somebody fell for the bait and switch. You you have to understand how karma works. The you you there's two energies that you moved on from. There's two energies that you moved on from, right? I don't know who the two energies are. They're two loved ones, by the way, just so you're crystal clear. Two loved ones. And I say this in all of my readings. So whenever people are talking about you behind your back, it's not always bad. Just so we're crystal, because people automatically think when people are talking about behind their back, oh, I know they're saying something bad. That's not always the case. So you want to raise your frequency. It's not always bad. Some people who talk about you behind your back are actually making good comments. They're like, oh my God, I'm so happy for them, so on and so forth. So you always want to keep your vibrations high. But there are two energies. One of them they one of them they are succumb to passive and powerless behavior, and the other one is egotistical, materialistic, and forceful, right? But somehow they gave you the false sense that you were in control of something. There's two of them, by the way. Two of them. You know what I'm saying, Aries? It's like a parent who leaves their teenagers home, and their teenagers, you know, you tell the teenagers, hey, look, don't do such and such and such and such. Like, I'm going on a trip. Don't do such and such. And they say, oh, yeah, oh, you know, they give you this impression that they're not going to do whatever. And they're going to do exactly what you told them not to do. Right? But this is different because I don't know who I'm talking to. This is different because this is it's the scales from your eyes need to come off. They will. It's not won't needs to. They will come off. The scales from your eyes will come off. Something is going to bring you into light high priestess energy. Because these two energies are into something that that either you don't want to see or you don't want to believe. It's two energies. They're into something that you don't want to believe and you don't want to see. Right? That could actually get you put out. That could end up getting you put out of your house. And have you lamenting like, I don't even know how in the world I missed this. So when you're so busy, you know, like, oh, this person is weak. They just move on quietly. They don't, you know, they don't put up a fight. Meek does not equate to weak. Some people move on in a meek way because they let God fight their battles. They may not know it immediately. Some people are just not really argumentative in spirit. They just like, you know what, something is going on. They don't really know what it is. And they may need to meekly move on. I know that may not be a word. I don't know if it is. If it's not a word, okay, let's make one up. They may not even be meek, whatever. Some people move on quietly because they need to get away from the noise to even process their thoughts. But it's clear looking at the cards here that always rushing to do something doesn't make sense. This here in this reading is somebody moved on quietly because something was just so toxic. Somebody needed to just like, okay, something is not right. Something is off here. Just what is this? But it's like it's something in your spirit that you picked up on quickly, but you almost dismissed it. It's like, no, no, I don't want to believe it. Because money was involved. And a lot of it was involved. And because somebody you had in common was involved. That you're not talking to anymore. So when a devil card comes out in the major arcana, it's tricky. It's always tricky because it's really Source's way of trying to get a message of like, because you know that the enemy, the devil has to go. I mean, you look like if you go like read the book of Job, the devil always has to go to Source to get permission for you to go through a test, right? So you're going through a test. What's the test? Like what is the reason? What is the reason for the test? Like what's the reason? Like what is the reason? But before and after this, you're going to say, I'm grateful for everything. Everything. Not some of it, everything. This reading right here is in a really strange way. It's like let me see how I can because this is about duality. This is about duality, right? This is about duality. This is about duality because it's like, you know, people being in survival mode and then going to being meek, right? Like people coming out of survival mode and then being like letting Source fight your battles, right? So this is where people are in the wilderness, and this is where people say, you letting Source fight your battle, coming out of karmic situations. And this is the dark side of everybody, and this is the light side of everybody. So making a decision to live in the light, be enlightened. This is when people are in the darkness, and this is where people are making a decision to be in the light or become enlightened about situations, right? Yeah. So there's an imbalance there. The seeds were planted. Seeds were planted by an energy, a Capricorn. So a Capricorn that was in the dark, that a Capricorn is now in the light. Right. But here we have, there's a message of like you feeling like a whole new lease on life. Like there's a message of like you feeling like a whole new lease on life. So let's pull some oracle cards here. Let's pull some oracle cards here. Yeah, so something that's pulling you into light high priestess energy. So light high priestess energy is like have been in through the darkness and into the light. So this is duality, this is duality, this is duality. So starting out, somebody feels like they're in emotionally feel like they have hit the jackpot emotionally. But hopefully this has walked somebody through everything. But yeah, whenever you see the devil card in a major arcana, it's like, oh boy, somebody about to go through a Job situation. Here we have sync with the moon. Sync with the moon. And remember, time is relative, so could have already happened, could be happening, could be about to happen, whatever. Self-love. So let the wall, fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. All right. Let's see. I think that's it. Let me see if there's another card here. Yeah, let's see if there's another card here. Responsibility, close to the heart. There's the color yellow. 2 and 4 is 6. Something having to do with nurturing. 6 is a very nurturing number. It looks like a shape of a 6. It's like a rounded back with a bulging belly. Somebody could have been holding on to something for a while, like really holding on to something. Let's pull a number and let's close it out. Let's pull a number and let's close it out. So wolf energy, just in general, and we have a full moon in Cancer. So Cancer is a water sign, and water speaks to creativity, right? Cancer is the mother and money sign of the zodiac, not because money is more attracted to Cancer than any other zodiac sign. They're really hermits. Like the zodiac sign is like a hermit crab sign, right? But they're pretty frugal zodiac sign, pretty frugal. So thank the past for your lesson and leave it where it belongs so that you can make the best of life that is still waiting to be fulfilled only by you. So that's 999. So rebirth. All right, so but wolf energy, a guardian of family and tribe, activism, ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. So healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, whether it's religious or political studies. And the wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. So, but when it's balanced out, it's reliable, democratic, and fearless. But when it's out of balance, it's judgmental and dominating. But to bring it into balance, you just practice letting go. So that is what we have here. Hopefully this has been helpful for everybody tuned in. And like I said, we're going to have a full moon in Cancer. It's a great time for everybody to think about if you want to create a brand, a business, or whatever you want to create. Great creative time. You want to write a book. We got a lot of tools online for people to create. There's a lot of water here. That could be a reason why somebody could be jumping out of a treasure chest with the 9 of Cups there, like 9 wishes of things you want to create. Could be creating space for divine relationships with at work or in your friendship groups or circles or whatever. But that's what I'm seeing for somebody. But that is what I have for you. Thank you for joining me. Bye.